read books, and it's like a good author that I like. I typically like I'm reading it, and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, they're asking me a question. Like I should make a video about this because they'll say something that perks up my interest, and I'm just like, oh, that's about my life. I feel like everything is revolving around me. That's typically how it feels when you have schizophrenia. Like the whole hearing voices thing really changes the dynamic of your life. Like it literally changes everything. Like now everything is a little bit different. It's not the same anymore. There's subtle changes, big changes, but also small at the same time, where it's like, remember, I became famous when I had a psychotic episode, and I don't even think they're like psychotic episodes. I believe that they're more of like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just like, bro, maybe they're powers in a way, because we're all like hoping that we become famous. You know what I mean? And I was doing some research on like how does people with schizophrenia always feel famous? Like, is that a thing? And I read in one article, they were like, yeah, that's a thing, but I've never been able to find that article again. So it was one of those times that I was searching, looking, and I found it. And then after that, I couldn't find it again. So those subtle changes of like becoming famous always pops into my life a little bit more. It's just like, well, if you felt famous before, you're going to feel famous afterwards. It doesn't leave you. And these voices that you hear, you'll always remember them. You'll always remember the feeling. It's not like they're happening at that moment anymore. You know what I mean? Like it's not like I still hear voices. Like I don't hear voices, but I what the voices did was like they were like hinting at like, yo, you're famous. You're famous. Everybody knows you, Abram. And it's just like, okay, everybody knows me. So why doesn't anybody act like they know me? They're like, they know you, but they can't really say that they know you. You know what I mean? It's kind of like a secret. And it's kind of like being a god, which is what I reference to a lot. I reference that I am a god, or like in one of my videos, I was like, if you're a god, you need to prove that you are one. And that's what I was getting at. It was just an explanation of like, well, I've felt this way before, and this is where I'm getting it from. It's from like natural inspiration, where I got it from a disease, but it doesn't feel like a disease. It feels like it's a part of me now. I don't know if I'm explaining that correctly. It's very hard to explain, but that whole feeling of feeling famous comes from actually feeling that way and seeing it that way. Like I woke up one day and there was a parade going on, and I was like, oh my God, the parade is for me. And you can hear the voices, and the voices were like, this is for Abram. Like, we're all here for him. He's a new drug dealer. He's the new pot dealer and stuff like that. So it's always stuck with me, and it's become inspiration now. Like now it's not something that's just sitting there causing problems. Now that I'm in a better path in life, basically, I'm taking my medication. I don't feel bad too much. Like some days I feel bad, but other days I feel freaking great. And this is where I get the inspiration for my videos, and like that's why I say, like, even if you don't speak well, you should be able to share what you're doing. Like, unfortunately, there's a lot of people out there that want to share what they do, but they can't. They can't share what they do because what it is most likely illegal. And for like Mo, for example, he can't really share his stuff. I've noticed that he started sharing his stuff with close friends only, and he doesn't share it with everybody because just in case he gets in trouble for it. Like, you know, you do things, but you just don't want to get in trouble for it. That's essentially what it's like. That's what schizophrenia feels like. Like, I feel like I'm going to get in trouble all the time. I feel like I'm just going to do something wrong, and then there goes all of my work. You know what I mean? Like, here comes the police. They're coming through the door, and they're going to come talk to me, and they're going to take me away. And when they take me away, they're going to take my stuff as well. And that's that. Like, that's what it feels like. It's every time I hear the sirens. I don't know if you can hear sirens right now. This mic is really good. But I hear the sirens, and I'm just like, crap, here we go again. You know what I mean? Because this happened to me so many times. It's happened to me so many times. And I'm just like, this is annoying. This is really, it really throws me off. It really pisses me off. It throws me off. Everybody is happy around me, but I'm unhappy. And it's like I'm unhappy until I do something about it. And the only thing I could do about it is become successful. So you're asking, like, is this coming from a selfish place? Like, is this kid, does he just want to be famous for selfish reasons? You know what I mean? Like, what is he working towards? And it's also with the whole OF thing. That's a big thing that I've actually wanted to do. That was recent. I just, I finally thought through it, and it finally made itself known. It's like, listen, you can't do anything else. And there's one thing that you can do that is frowned upon for many people, but why wouldn't you frown upon it? Like, what makes you so like, oh, I can do this and not have a problem with it? What gets you there? And it's like, well, I want to be successful. I do want to be successful, but I don't care about how people think I am successful. As long as I am generating money to the point where I can do what I want to do at any point in time. And you see these OF models, and that's what they talk about. They're like, listen, a lot of people don't like what I do, and I might not want certain people to see my stuff, but I still do it because it gives me freedom. And that's essentially what I want. I just want freedom, but freedom from feeling like I will constantly get in trouble. Like, I want to be able to talk and have like my psychiatrist listening, and they're like, okay, it sounds like this is what the medication is doing to you. It sounds like it's not doing too well for you. Like, I want people involved in my life, but I also want freedom. Like, you can have a say. If I say no, then it's no. But if I say yes, then it's a yes. It's like I'm sharing my life of what I do each day. I'm sharing that with everyone. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like it's being a secret. I'm not being secretive with it. Like, my sisters can look at my profiles if they want to, but I'd rather they not, because it's kind of embarrassing. It's a little cringy, and it's hard. Social media is a hard thing to do. Like, you have to be yourself, and you will be yourself behind closed doors. You'll be yourself in front of a camera, but you won't do that when you're right in front of people. So that's where OF started coming in, and I was just like, you know what? I have no problem being a sex worker. Absolutely no problem doing that. Like, a lot of people look down upon it, but I see it as an opportunity. as a very big opportunity. I was actually presented with the opportunity to do it at one point with TJ. He was just like randomly one day when I was freaking high as balls and I couldn't get down. Like I was stuck, guys. I got stuck high. Like that. The thing about getting stuck high is that you will always try to reach that high again. And it doesn't necessarily mean that it's a bad thing. It might seem like a bad thing because at first, you know, that person is going to be constantly running around trying to look for weed, and they're like, "Where's the weed? Where's Sass?" Like I started texting everybody Sass. I was like, "Yo, does anybody have Sass? Like who has Sass?" Because I got it from one source, and then it's like I completely forgot where I got it from. I could have gone back to him, but like I was in a state of like confusion where I was just like, bro, I can't even get up right now. I can't even walk right now. Like if I'm trying to walk right now, my vision goes wobbly. Like at one point I couldn't walk. Like that's how bad it was. And that's what people feel like it's going to be like chasing a high. And people have seen their friends do it. Mr. Petrillo was telling me about how his friends were selling cars and doing anything just to get high. And that can happen. That's basically what happened to me, where I was selling my motorcycle, I was selling my car, I was selling scraps of metal, I was selling anything just to find a way to get back to that height of high. But it took time for me to relax and calm down and steadily try to get to that high. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's why people have made it illegal, because they see how these people struggle afterwards. It's like you see your friend and everybody's doing fine, everybody's chilling, and then all of a sudden, one day your friend is just like, boom, holy shit, yo, do you have drugs? Do you have drugs? Like, where's your drugs at? I need more. And you're like, do you have money for it? And they're like, no. And you're like, wow, this person has a problem. Like, he wants drugs, but he doesn't even have the money for it. He can't even get to that point, like, to that understanding that, hey, with drugs comes money. And if you can do it, then you can do it. But if you can't, you have to give it up. But you have that one person that's just like, no, bro, I'm not giving this up. I really want it. And they're just trying their best, you know what I mean, to get it from you. And that's essentially what happened to me. Like, I got really, really high at one point, and I was using my friend's stash. So it wasn't my own stash. Like, if it was my own stash, I would have been in a much better place right now. I would have gotten a little bit high, but I would have been able to carry that high. I would have been functioning. I would have been functional, you know what I mean? But I wasn't. I got really high. So in the next video, I'm going to talk about what we were talking about in the book, because I started off with the book and I went off in another tangent. My bad. But yeah, I hope you're enjoying the show.